I'm here. Yeah. Struggling to sleep? The moonlight is bright. Let's step outside and take a stroll. That sound is coming from the back of the mountain. And they look like a child's footprints. We shouldn't intrude on their sacred land. All right, I'll go with you. Let's follow those footprints. Hold on, that's...
It's the outsider! Why are you still out at this hour? Just don't tell my parents. I was so bored that I sneaked out the window. I don't know either, but the adults always warned us to stay out of there. But my friends said that they heard some strange noises behind that gate, so I got curious too. Maybe there's some sort of monster sealed there. Feeling sleepy.
So it's you. Stay back. Leave those beasts to me. And we'll discuss your intrusion into our sacred lands later. I'm the patriarch of the Tianli clan, not your clan. Well, just call me Licher. I believe my people warned you not to roam without permission. What's up? Too dull to sleep peacefully? Seeking thrills by trespassing our sacred lands? I see. You're struggling to sleep. Things could be worse. If you were affected like those animals and lost your marbles, I'd have to... The Bureau of Cultural Relics will come here for this hole in the wall. Forget it. I'll have someone else handle it. Its feathers have turned to metal. It's amazing that it can still fly. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not blind. And those animals, their eyes all turned green. What exactly is going on at Mount Tianshui? Lucky for you, I'm on patrol tonight, or your safety would be in question. Also, while I let you stay tonight, wandering freely within my clan wasn't part of the deal. What are you snooping around for?
Huh? Hey, Brother Che! Why are you still out at this hour?
I could ask you the same.
I was bored, so I suggested a game of hide and seek with the guests. And we ended up here. What are you doing here, Brother Ch? I see. You're playing hide and seek too.
Nonsense. And I've told you to call me Patriarch in front of outsiders.
Come on, it's all the same. Brother Ch is the Patriarch. The Patriarch is Brother Ch.
Fine. All right. Didn't your parents tell you not to sneak out at night and playing hide and seek with our guests?
They did, but it was so dull. You're all busy, and only they had time to play with me.
I'm sorry for the trouble. Now's not the time for games. I'm taking you back now.
Please, Brother Ch, don't tell my parents about it.
No guarantees. All right, time to head back. Come along. I'll escort you back to your rooms, too. Once dawn breaks, feel free to head out on your own. The Big Dipper is bright. The mist is almost gone. Didn't think it would end like this. Look, Legion. Check out those stars. What's that? I call them the Big Dipper. They always point north. When its handle points east, it's spring. When it points south, it's summer. When it points west, it's fall. When it points north, it's winter. That's how I guide my people to plow in spring, farm in summer, harvest in fall, and hibernate in winter at the right times. They've also been leading us straight west on this journey. Even for myself, it took me several years to figure out this pattern.
So, you fought your way here with this Big Dipper and your shabby weapons?
Speaking of weapons, who can claim to be the top weapon maker in your presence?
You still have that humor. Seems the cerulean crystal sword hasn't seen your full potential yet. Let's go. I'll craft you a sword worthy of your skills.
Sure.
You are all such good kids.
Please go. No need for a farewell.
See you later, brother and sister. Let's play again next time.
You didn't cause any trouble last night, did you? Is it just me, or did their expression turn even more sour as we were leaving?
Hey! Why are you staring at me?
Who knows? Maybe some troublemaker sneaked in and ransacked their kitchen in the dead of night.
What did you just say?
Oh, it's nothing. Just talking to myself. What's on your mind, Head Librarian? A crane? Well, there are many crane reliefs and statues in Jingyu City. They're mostly cultural relics. Ecologically speaking, cranes are typically found near wetlands by rivers, right? They wouldn't normally go to a high place like Mount Jianchue except during migration. What was so unusual about it? That was probably just your imagination, Head Librarian. How could there be a bird that huge? By the way, what do you think of those people, Shin?
Their noodles are super tasty.
Noodles? You're all about food. Haven't you noticed anything unusual about those people?
Are you referring to their tourist scams or selling mass-produced stuff?
That's the term one would expect from the erudite head librarian.
Come on, speak in plain language.
Those people are extraordinary. Field of vision refers to the limit of what the naked eye can perceive. For example, to explain red, the audience should understand the concept of colors. But those people see colors in a normally, which only we're supposed to see.
Precisely. Regular folks don't see what we do. To them, things outside their field of vision get altered and rationalized. Most people see contaminated animals as greenish. They don't grasp that crystals are growing on their flesh. But those Qianli people perceive things as we do. I wonder if Master Yuanquan knows anything about this. Wait, is he being lenient with them because he's already aware of this? I don't get it. Let's keep moving. The mist is too dense. Even the mist clearing lamp won't help us here. There should be temporary purifiers nearby. Let's activate them. If you get the angle just right, you can activate multiple purifiers in one go. Great job! You're getting the hang of using this mist clearing lamp. You can keep it. Signal's much better now. Watch my back, Shin. I'm contacting Master Yuanquan again. If you get the angle just right, you can activate multiple purifiers in one go. The mist is clearing up. I'll try contacting Master Yuanquan. No luck. Let's move upward before giving it another shot. The mist is back. I'm counting on you, head librarian of Emaon. Yeah, activate all the purifiers just like before. All right, we should have some peace for a little while. Let me reach out to Master Yuanquan for now. This is Tangzi speaking, Your Excellency. Last night, we encountered cerulean vapor and rampaging beasts, so we had to seek refuge at the Qianli clan to ensure the head librarian's safety. It was a hasty decision, and I regret not being able to inform you promptly.
No worries. Your quick thinking was commendable. How are you and the head librarian faring now?
All is well.
I'm awaiting you at the heart of the royal palace. Please escort our esteemed head librarian there. You will be passing through the dam, and the situation there can be precarious. It's essential to protect the head librarian and deliver our esteemed guest to me safely.
Sure. Let's go ahead. You heard Master Yuanquan, right? He's waiting for you. We're almost there. Once we climb up here, it's the restricted area open only to royal members.
I remember reading a book about the royal palace in Qingyu City. It detailed a perennial waterfall cascading from the mountain and merging into the Grandeur River.
Yep, and this is the very waterfall the book talked about. It originates from the Tianchi Lake atop the mountain where the palace is located. When the crisis broke out, we pinpointed the Tianchi Lake as the pollution source, so we promptly sealed the sluice gates to halt the flow. However, the water infrastructure in Qingyu City is ancient, left largely unaltered due to its historical value. So, when we attempted to shut the gates, we discovered many of them weren't functioning properly. We took great efforts in repairing them, but by then, the polluted water had already seeped downstream. Fortunately, it appears the repairs are nearly complete now. Once we overcome this crisis, we'll reopen the gates and restore the picturesque surroundings.
Hatsu, you're just in time. The sluice gates were recently repaired, but these repairs were temporary and lacked foolproof assurances. With cerulean water now pooled here, the cerulean vapor is notably intense. Please be careful. Another of our members will meet you on the opposite side.
This must be Master Yanshen's esteemed guest.
Exactly. I'm escorting Head Librarian for an audience with His Excellency.
Behind me is a hidden passage leading to the Royal Palace. Please pass through it.
All that hard work paid off. The Royal Palace is just ahead. Choose the world's heart for founding a nation, and choose the nation's core for erecting a palace. This was Jisia's message to his people when he decided to establish his capital here. Over the centuries, it has grown and transformed into what we see today. All monarchs bowed, kingdoms melded as one. Atop Mount Jianchue gleams Qingyu, the sun. This excerpt stems from the poem of Qingyu City, written by an ancient scholar. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Ah, here comes our guide. Here, MINGZHOU Min.
Esteemed Head Librarian and Zero, I'm Ming from Weishi, assigned by Master Yuan Chuan to lead you through the Royal Palace. The palace has a complex layout, so please stick close to me to avoid getting lost. In ancient times, not only did the Emperor live here, but all the government offices were also housed within these walls. This pathway used to be the minister's route to the court, linking to the main hall by the Tianqi Lake. Unfortunately, it's now submerged due to neglect. This way leads to the Lake Observation Pavilion. That one to the Royal Library, and the pavilion on the other side was for military matters.
Your knowledge is truly impressive, Ming.
Well, it's just part of my job. When not on Weishi duties, I delve into folklore and relic research, specializing in Xingyu City's ancient history.
Ming! Why not explore Shu Customs? You have a Tang sect member right here for first-hand information. I promise you exclusive insights. You could write numerous essays from what I share. Fame and recognition await.
Not interested. You're only after publicity. Forget it. I won't be part of your camera show.
Alas, another failed attempt to sway our MINGZHOU Min.
Your desire for exposure is quite evident.
We've arrived. Tianqi Lake.
Go ahead, head librarian.
Master Yuan Chuan is expecting you and Zero's arrival. We won't be accompanying you any further.
No worries. That old man, Master Yuan Chuan, is friendly and won't give you a hard time.
This is incredible.
What's wrong?
The view from the mountain never used to be like this.
Oh, how was it before?
It was cold before you came here. There were no lights, and at night, all you could see were the stars and the river.
Isn't it a shame to have nothing on such fertile land?
No. Back then, it was just right for us. We Tianli people are toughened by the mountains, wilderness, and blizzards. That was the ideal scenery for us.
So we've disrupted your ideal scenery, I suppose.
That was my initial thought too. But for now, well, it's not bad. I've never seen a clan as large as yours. How many people do you have?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Hey, Brother Sanglo. How many people do we have now?
I'm trying to calculate, but it's proving tricky. We have over 500,000 capable men and women for farming. And with the elderly and kids, the total must exceed 700,000.
No way, that many already.
I had my doubts at first as well, but based on reports from our clan and others who've joined us, that's the count. Just tallying up the numbers for our people used over 2,000 counting knots, enough to fill numerous carts.
How many clans have joined us?
It's 1,900 miles from the East Sea shores to here. A total of 147 clans, 325 families, and 864 bloodlines have united with us. Of course, we can't mobilize all of them, so most have remained where they were. As for our followers, roughly 200,000 people have come with us.
Wow, that's quite a crowd. Are they getting along well?
Mostly, though there are occasional tensions. Adjusting to new neighbors takes time, especially with so many clans living together.
Got it. When we get back, let everyone know we're halting our upstream journey for a good rest.
Ji Xiao, are you really the patriarch of your clan? Feels like Sang Luo is the one who actually does the management.
That's a good one, Lord of Weaponry. My focus is on those details. For a massive clan like ours, knowing when to advance, when to pause, when to fight, and when to rest is far more critical than numbers.
You know what? Sometimes I think Brother Sang Luo might be better suited for this role. Maybe I should pass on the chieftain title to him.
That's a good one too, Chieftain. That wraps up our newly cultivated field for this year.
How about plans for next year's plots? Any ideas on that?
I've already sent people to survey the wasteland. Once that's done, we'll relocate our people there.
How's the progress on clearing the wasteland?
It takes around 10 days for 5 strong laborers to clear an acre. With oxen, it might speed up, but we're short on oxen.
It takes 3 to 4 years for a calf to mature enough to plow, and they eat a lot of grass. Legion, could you spare some of those miraculous crystals for the craftsmen to craft farming tools?
Farming tools? You're planning to make hoes and plows with cerulean crystals?
Yeah, we've got plenty of weapons now. If those crystals can handle enemies, they surely can handle rocks and roots just fine. But with our current population and land, we'll need a huge amount of tools. Mind sharing how many cerulean crystals are left?
You really want to know the number?
Yep, but it's okay if you'd rather not say.
Well, it's about time. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere.
Oh, that looks as it's a fantastic spot. This mountain seems endless. How much farther do we have to go?
We're not even halfway there yet.
Wait, hold on. You're not still bothered by our last duel, are you?
Why bring that up now?
Because this place seems so isolated. Perfect for hiding corpses.
Am I that devious to you? If I wanted you dead, do you think you'd still be standing here?
Fair point. Can you keep up with us, Brother Sang Luo?
Yeah. I'll manage. Don't worry about me.
Stop acting tough, Brother Sang Luo. Let's take a breather.
Thank you, Chieftain.
We've been following this path upstream, Legion. We didn't spot any cerulean crystals at the mountain's base. About 5 miles up, we started spotting crystal fragments among the pebbles, though they were tricky to spot. By the time we hit 10 miles, the crystals resembled gravel. 20 miles in, they were larger, like pine nuts. And now they're nearly the size of bird eggs. So you're leading me toward the source of this stream where we can find a vein of cerulean crystals as well, right?
Exactly. We Tianli folks aren't one to forget kindness. You've shared your farming techniques with us, so it's only fair I share our foraging methods in return.
Now I see why your clan was reluctant to leave this mountain. If we had such a rich mine, we'd stay put too.
My clan has safeguarded this mine for generations. It was only during my reign that we began crafting weapons from it, even though we've never ventured beyond these borders. On the other hand, some so-called peaceful clan nearly conquered the entire region and still sought to expand their domain.
Gosh, you can be quite harsh sometimes, you know.
Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Huh? What did I say?
Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Gosh, you can be quite harsh sometimes, you know.
My clan has safeguarded this mine for generations. It was only during my reign that we began crafting weapons from it. Even though we've never ventured beyond these borders. On the other hand, some so-called peaceful clan nearly conquered the entire region and still sought to expand their domain.
Gosh, you can be quite harsh sometimes, you know.
Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Huh? What did I say?
You.
You mentioned using those crystals to craft farming tools, Chieftain.
Oh, right. That's what I mentioned. Imagine crafting pots with it for tastier dishes, hoes for easier plowing, and wheels for sturdier carts. What's so special about it that it's stuck with you for so long, Lord of Weaponry?
Our chieftain is always like this. A bit carefree. Please excuse him.
Here we are.
The scenery here is truly breathtaking. What's the name of this place?
Jianjie Lake.
Jianxie Lake. A great name.
My clan has safeguarded this mine for generations. It was only during my reign that we began crafting weapons from it, even though we've never ventured beyond these borders. Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Mostly, though there are occasional tensions. Adjusting to new neighbors takes time, especially with so many clans living together.
The view from the mountain never used to be like this. There were no lights, and at night, all you could see were the stars and the river.
Sangluo,
Yes, Chieftain.
as you see, with our people scattered across this vast region, future traffic could pose a challenge. It might be a good idea to establish a settlement. And as for where to put it, what do you think about building it on this mountain, Legion?
A city here? But why?
Why not? Don't you want our people here?
That's not the case. But are your people okay with this? They're not used to mountain life yet. Why not consider building at the mountain's base? Wouldn't that be more practical? I see your point now. If conflicts arise unexpectedly between those clans,
now that we have so many people, it's time to pause. Charging forward blindly might lead us to ruin. Let's hold off on further exploration for now. We need to give our people time to get to know each other.
get to know each other, huh? Some of those clans have crossed paths with us before, and I'm sure they'll have conflicts with your people down the line.
Well, as long as we can build a life here, this is home. Arguing at home beats arguing out there without a place to return to. And even if clashes happen, your people will help smooth things over, right?
I don't recall agreeing to be a mediator.
Looks like I can rely on you more in the future, Lord of Weaponry.
Hey, Song... whatever. How did your chieftain end up like this?
Sorry, but you better get used to him sooner rather than later.
Has that thing always been there?
I've visited here countless times, but never noticed such a pillar before.
This pillar must be ancient.
Oh, can you determine its era of origin?
No, I can't. It's just a hunch. This structure. I'm afraid it has stood here since before humanity emerged.
Hold on. Jisha!
Don't worry, it's sweet. Good to know it's not poisoned. This place is truly remarkable. Let's build our city around this lake.
Yes, Chieftain.
I've been anticipating your arrival. The head librarian of the Library of Babel. Pleased to meet you. This old one is Yuan Quan of Weishi. I didn't expect the new leader of the Emayan sages to be this young. I was saddened to hear from John Tun that the Tower of Babel, standing for millennia, collapsed overnight. And I heard that many Emayan were stranded in the library, their fate uncertain. As part of CAVE, we at Weishi should have put all our efforts into aiding them. However, with the cerulean water causing havoc, we can barely spare any resources. We even had to rely on your assistance to resolve the crisis in Zhonglin City. I've received reports. While the crisis there has been resolved, it appears that you've extended the Library of Babel, or at least a part of it, into Qian's domain, head librarian. According to the report, the time in Zhonglin City has been cut off from our main timeline and trapped in a static temporal realm. Given the circumstances, I believe the only factor causing this phenomenon is you.
Master Yuan Quan, are you doubting our head librarian?
No. I believe you harbor no ill will, and I appreciate your help, even if you may not fully grasp the extent of your abilities. The source behind this must be an anomaly. Considering all the CAVE members present in Zhonglin City at that time, it's logical to attribute it to the Library of Babel. After all, only that enigmatic library could exert such influence over space and time on such a grand scale. While the Tower of Babel has collapsed, its connection to our world appears intact. Juntan informed me that you were chosen by Cosmos, the former head librarian, as his successor. The decisions of the Emayan sages can truly be elusive. Nevertheless, the detachment of Zhonglin City from the main timeline offers us some respite. I appreciate your aid, and regret not being able to reciprocate at present. Once the cerulean water crisis is lifted, Weishi will do everything to help in the aftermath of the tower's collapse. Let's conclude the pleasantries, shall we? I believe you both must have many questions for me by now. Please, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. An excellent question. He is known by many names. He has roamed far and wide, crossed paths with countless individuals, and left his mark on many lives. If I were to mention a few, you'd likely recognize them all. However, it's his original name that I believe intrigues you the most. Because without his deeds, we wouldn't be having this conversation now. Feng Lin's true identity is the very architect of this palace, this city, and even this realm beneath our feet. Jixia, the first emperor of Qian. Jixia, was the first to drink from the cerulean water flowing from Tianchi Lake and gain immortality. He has traversed epochs when only myths and legends were recorded up to our present era. Another excellent question. But I can't claim to have all the answers. We're confronting an opponent whose history rivals that of Qian. Whatever he aims to achieve, I wouldn't be surprised by his vision. One thing is certain. Jixia is hatching grand schemes. Petty targets won't pique his interest or be worth the effort he has expended. We will do everything in our power to thwart him. Furthermore, our intelligence suggests that Nemesis has an apostle known as the Sower. And all clues indicate that the Sower is none other than Jixia himself. Definitely not. I'm firm on this. To him, Nemesis, and even all humans today, are like mere children. Perhaps he is temporarily collaborating with Nemesis for his own ends, but swearing allegiance is out of the question. Nemesis is not worthy of him. That requires further investigation. However, given CAV's recent setbacks in such a short span, it's hard to overlook the potential connections. I have a feeling, even if we resolve the cerulean water crisis, Nemesis likely has other plans in motion. But, well, that's a concern for later. Let's concentrate on the present. You journeyed all the way here from Zonglin City. Have you noticed anything intriguing? I'm curious to hear. Ah, so you've already met Lichi, the patriarch of the Tianli clan. Well, we've been keeping an eye on their movements. Speaking of Lichi,
Ming! Protect the head librarian and Master Yuan Chuan.
Under the bright light, None can be hidden.
Flaming Crescent!
It appears the seismic activity in Mount Tianche has escalated.
Your Excellency, due to the seismic disturbances, we had to pause our repairs on the dam, and we lost a crucial supply kit during the chaos.
How's the progress so far?
We're about 70% complete, with some temporary reinforcements in place. However, if we experience more seismic disturbances like the recent one, the risk of dam failure will skyrocket. The supply kit contains vital testing equipment. Without it, we won't be able to detect hidden flaws in the dam structure.
Can we urgently request another kit?
I'm afraid not. These devices are scarce, and the closest one is 600 kilometers away. Even if a helicopter is dispatched now, it would take 3 hours. The longer we wait, the higher the risk becomes.
I see. It seems retrieving the lost kit should be our top priority now. May I ask for another favor from you, Head Librarian? Tell me more about it. A strange question. Well, I apologize for the confusion. It's not that the question itself is strange, but it's odd that you're asking it now. Well, it may be time to disclose those obscure details in history. It seems that the intertwined stories are finally converging together. Don't worry. I'll share the whole story, but it's a long one, spanning more time than I can explain in a moment. I understand. Given the circumstances, it wouldn't be wise to keep anything from you. We are, in fact, standing right on top of the beacon. It lies directly beneath us, at the very bottom of Tianche Lake. Throughout the ages, we've referred to this beacon as the Dragon Pillar. I need your help in retrieving the kit, because it contains a crucial device that temporarily restricts the beacon's influence from spreading. As you wish.
Master Yuan-Chuan, this is something that Qian and we at Weisher should handle internally. Why do you always involve the head librarian from Emeon? That outsider doesn't even grasp the true potential of the library's powers yet.
Well, there's much you're unaware of, Ming. In fact, the head librarian isn't exactly an outsider. Even if we disclose these ancient secrets to the head librarian, I doubt the Emperor would object, given his open-mindedness.
The giant bird the head librarian mentioned? Could it be?
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on them since they arrived. All right, Ming. Follow the head librarian and find out what's going on with your eyes. Consider this a chance to solve that childhood mystery that's been on your mind.
So, our dynasty will be known as Seer, right? I understand. This name will soon echo far and wide. The artisans have finished building the new city, by the way.
Then it's time for our people to move in.
Sure. There's one more crucial thing we need to discuss. The founding of a kingdom is unprecedented. Naturally, it deserves a grand ceremony that will be etched in history.
Yeah, fair point. I trust you to handle that, Brother Sunglo.
Yes, Chieftain.
By the way, are you still calling Jisha as your chieftain? Unifying the world like this is no small feat. Whoever achieves that deserves a grander title.
Like a grand title such as Lord of Weaponry, perhaps?
Absolutely.
To be honest, I've been thinking about that recently. But none of the existing titles seem befitting for this momentous occasion. Therefore, I've come up with a new term. Emperor, I've already sent messages to inform all clans about the grand establishment of Seer. I've also planned out the appropriate ceremonies, rules, dances, and music. The Tianli craftsmen are working day and night, making tripods, utensils, bells, chimes, and other ceremonial and musical instruments using cerulean crystals. And please take this as well.
What's this?
This jade seal is now the Emperor's official seal and token. To prevent fake decrees, all decrees sent from Qingyu City must carry this seal from now on. Calling Qingyu City the heart of the world signifies it as Seer's heart, with the Emperor as the heart of this city. The Emperor's seal is the only thing deserving of these words. I've drafted the first Imperial Decree, focusing on the kingdom's basic rules. Please review it, and if it meets your approval, I'll get it sent out.
Brother Sangluo, is this getting a bit too complicated?
Please address me by my name from now on, Your Majesty. You're not just the chieftain of the G clan anymore. While these laws and regulations might seem a bit complex, they're crucial for bringing our people together. Even as the Emperor, you're bound by these laws and regulations. No one should cross these boundaries. It's key to maintaining peace within the kingdom.
I understand. But this decree doesn't cover much about the commoners. If vassals clash, ministers strive for power, and officials deceive, how can the commoners safeguard their lives?
What's your idea on this, Your Majesty?
Let's include another clause. Starting today, all weapons must be set aside, and any conquests or conflicts need the Emperor's approval. Vassals, ministers, and officials are not allowed to wage wars or harm the commoners. If the commoners have grievances, they should be able to report them to officials, ministers, vassals, and eventually, the Emperor.
I understand, but respectfully, it might not be easy for the commoners' voices to reach the Emperor.
It might be a challenge to put into action, but it needs to be clearly stated. If we silence the commoners, won't they forever look up to the powerful without a chance to voice their concerns?
Of course, Your Majesty. I'll make sure to send out a decree to all the vassals. In addition, about the date for the ceremony, we need your opinion on this. Our kingdom is vast, and some of the vassals coming from far-off lands might take months to get to Qingyu City. Also, we'll need to find a location to set up the observatory. What's your idea on this, Your Majesty?
You can estimate when the vassals might arrive and pick a suitable date. As for the observatory, we'll build a bridge over that waterfall. The palace is too far away from the common people. If the Emperor always stays inside the palace, how can they truly grasp and rule over the kingdom? If we build a bridge on the lake, the Emperor will be able to see the people, and vice versa.
I'll get the artisans on it right away.
Sangluo has been searching high and low for you. So you're here for some peace and quiet?
Seriously, I never imagined that being a ruler would be this much of a hassle. It's just one thing after another, a never-ending cycle. If Sangluo wasn't sharing in half the burden, I'd probably die from exhaustion at the desk. Staring at those bamboo scrolls pouring in all day can drive anyone crazy, so cut me some slack, all right? I need a breather now and then.
Well, Sangluo did send me to fetch you back, but since you're asking, I'll let you off the hook this time. Keep stressing and even the most resilient bowstring will snap.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord of Weaponry.
Stop it. What on earth is that noise?
Still not working, I see. It's just a little something I put together from bamboo after seeing Sung Luo's new musical instruments. I've named it a flute.
Is it supposed to make those terrible noises like you did?
No, I just haven't quite figured out how to play it yet. Musicians use instruments like this with holes too. I just need to master the technique.
Let me have a try.
Huh? Do you know how to play a flute?
Let me have a try.
No, I just haven't quite figured out how to play it yet. Musicians use instruments like this with holes too. I just need to master the technique.
Let me have a try.
Huh? Do you know how to play a flute?
No, but back in my clan we used to make whistles out of leaves. Your flute feels a bit like that. Is this really that incredible?
Well, I hate to admit it, your talent with the flute far surpasses mine as the inventor.
Well, it's just like hunting. Practice makes perfect.
You can keep this flute then. Just play it. It's rare to have some leisure time like this.
This here is the ancient Tianshi Lake Dam. Ever since Jixia established this as the capital, all successive emperors had deemed the Tianshi Lake a forbidden domain. They believed the water here could grant immortality and must be kept away from the commoners. The name of the original dam builder has faded with time, but historical records tell of how subsequent emperors reinforced the dam, separating royal residences from common dwellings. This dam has stood strong for millennia. The ancient engineering truly is remarkable.
The ground's shaking. Darn it, the dam's cracked again.
I know a bit about the dam structure. I'll go there and check it out.
Thanks to your help, we've managed to stop the leakage, at least for now.
I haven't read about the reconstruction of the dam at the Tianshi Lake. I just saw the structure and have a question, if you don't mind. This structure doesn't look like the typical engineering design one would expect for a weir or dam. And it's not mentioned in ancient architectural texts like on construction regulations or standardized commandments.
As expected of you, Ming, you've already caught so much with just one glance.
Hey, what's all this about? Sounds pretty complicated.
Ming's talking about those ancient engineering books that set standards. You know what? Forget it, Shin. Just stay naive and innocent.
Whatever. If you don't want to explain, just don't pick on me. But to me, the wood looks like a bridge, right? And if you remove those stones, the gaps would match a bridge, don't you think?
Huh?
Why so quiet? Did I say something funny again?
No. Your mind is surprisingly sharp at times.
Oh, now that you mention it... The dam here seems like it was once a bridge encased in stone for construction. Was this construction method ever used in the past, Ming?
No, at least not to my knowledge. It doesn't make sense. Why would one build a bridge if the intention was a dam in the first place?
We don't have all the details yet, but the head librarian's guess is right. Our survey suggests the dam was originally a bridge. Consequently, its structure is quite different from a standard dam, making repairs extremely challenging. Without specialized equipment for flaw detection, our current fixes are temporary, and even minor geological shifts could undermine the structure again. Weren't you going to retrieve the lost Dropbox? It's nearby, and we've located it and sent you the coordinates.
Transfix!
These are the last coordinates from the locator. Let's search around this area for the drop box.
Wait, there's something in the grass. Oh, this must be it.
Two flaw detection devices, 2 portable generators, and various project components. Good. The contents match Master UN Trend's list.
But what exactly are these components? They look like they were sculpted from stone. And what are these stones meant for?
These stones are intended for sealing off the beacon.
How should we seal off the beacon with these stones?
Huh? You're not sure what to do? Oh, sorry. I forgot to share the details. While the beacon's activation is beyond control, the spread of cerulean water is caused by the anomaly from the beacon. Therefore, physical separation is the most effective solution. Whether by sealing the sluice gates or using this sarcophagus, it is the most straightforward approach to prevent the pollution from spreading. Soon, you'll witness it yourself. We will contain the beacon in a specialized cylindrical sarcophagus to separate it from the lake water. This sarcophagus incorporates Delphic Oracle's technology and was delivered from Delphi 2 days ago. The stone inside is the key to activating it.
Placing the beacon inside the sarcophagus, and its impact will cease. This is a bit too convenient.
To be honest, I've been thinking about it since last night. If I were him, I'd have acted ages ago. Yet here we are, battling the water's spread while he lounges around. All the enemies we've faced so far are those mindless beasts, driven purely by instinct. I can't discern a pattern or purpose to any of this. Like, it's all one big chaotic mess without a mastermind behind it.
What are you talking about? Sounds pretty complicated.
Sometimes I envy your innocence, Shin. How do you keep your head so clear?
Hey, I'm on to you. You must be bad-mouthing me.
What do you think about this, head librarian of Emaon? Agreed. Vigilance is key. Let's head back now. With the detection device, the repairing work can resume. I understand your thoughts. I've pondered the same thing. If this dam was indeed once a bridge, it suggests Tianxie Lake's water used to flow freely, accessible to all. Something significant must have shifted. A certain dynasty likely altered the rules, setting up barriers for rites and ceremonies.
Things have been pretty calm lately.
You're only saying that because Song Luo is handling all the paperwork for you, right?
It's rare to have a laid-back day like this. Let's keep it pleasant. This world.
Jixia. Are you thinking about leaving?
Long ago, I heard tales from certain clans about a colossal mountain in the far west named Kunlun, where pillars support the sky. Some claim the land where the sun sets is a dark, lightless sea called Yuyuan, marking the world's end. Others believe the world has no bounds, as the great river connects to the Milky Way, flowing endlessly from the sky. If you travel upstream, one day you'll reach the stars. Well, it's about time. I should head back for business. Why are you standing there?
What does business mean to you? Is it about meetings, rituals, or feasts? You're free to leave. I said you're free to leave.
But I am leaving. I'm returning to the Imperial Pavilion, you know?
I mean, you're free to leave Xingyu City.
What? You're not taking my words seriously, are you?
I'm serious. I've been watching you these years, and you know what I see? You've worn out. I've seen the real you. Remember back when you scaled that mountain solo and faced me head on? There was a spark in your eyes. A spark I haven't seen in years. You've been handling your duties well, flawlessly even. You brought together countless tribes to form a grand kingdom. Now, this realm has weathered its initial storms and is following the path you and Song Luo envisioned. You've harnessed this world, guiding its people forward. Now that it's in motion, let it carry on its momentum. You don't have to tightly grip the reins all the time, do you? If you're thinking of setting off on your journey, the time is now.
You're right. Being the Emperor, it's truly exhausting, but who else can bear this weight? I can't just unload all the responsibilities onto Sang Luo, can I? He can't handle all the political complexities alone. Moreover, if the Emperor vanishes, the kingdom is likely to plunge into chaos, with vassals possibly vying for power or the throne. In that case, all the work I've put in would go to waste.
What if someone were to take your place?
Take my place?
Exactly. You're free to leave this city. I'll manage the rest.
You? You mean you want to help me govern the kingdom?
Don't act so surprised. I've been observing you and Xiang Luo maneuver through the court for years. I believe I can do just fine. Besides, I'm not a lonely emperor like you. When I feel weary and bored, my family will step in and lend a hand.
A lonely emperor. That stings, you know? I was just too occupied to spare any moments.
If you stay here, you'll never be able to spare any moments. But if that's your desire, so be it. When you tire yourself out, I'll have the finest Tianli artisans craft a magnificent tombstone for you.
Legion, a lord of weaponry, will you vow to serve as regent and stand in for the Emperor? Will you vow to be just and faithful? Will you vow to give your all for the people of Xia?
I will. By the honor of the Lord of Weaponry, I will honor the Emperor's trust. The Tianli clan and I will never leave Xingyu City. We will give our all for Xia. No, for all the people in the world.
An emperor carries the kingdom's burdens and shoulders the grievances of all its people. Now, I pass the mantle of governance to you, and you will face many challenges in the days ahead.
All right, Jixia. Let's just stop here, okay? This formality is starting to feel a bit too much, don't you think?
I'm just doing my part to its fullest so I can pass all the burdens to you with a clear conscience. You have no clue about the mess I've just handed you. But hey, no turning back now.
It's all right. Carry on your journey, Jixia. Go explore the uncharted corners of the world. To the source of the river, to the land where the sun sets.
By royal decree, the presence of Li Jun, the patriarch of the Tianli clan, is mandated. Henceforth, you shall assume the role of regent, Li Jun. You are vested with complete authority to oversee all governmental matters. Your directives are to be followed without hesitation.
Extend your hand, Legion, the Lord of Weaponry. This seal, crafted by historian Sang Luo, mirrors the Emperor's seal and symbolizes the regent's authority, engraved with the inscription, Justice of the World. Its bearer is entrusted to uphold righteousness, exercising the Emperor's power as if His Majesty were present.
Beasts are attacking from the east! I want to live to see my son's wedding!
Oh, come on! Your son is just 8! We need you more in the northeast, Patriarch! Those walls are about to collapse!
That's nonsense! Aren't you guarding the treasury? It's been the most fortified place for 2 centuries!
If the treasury falls, we're all in trouble, Patriarch! And you'll be saying goodbye to your pocket money!
Enough! You're more than capable of handling those beasts. Just stop bickering and focus on the fight. Forget it. Quiet down and take your children back to your quarters. No more talks. I'll handle this on my own. Those outsiders even left behind these purifiers. Such an unnecessary gesture. Damn! That's too many of them. I'll be exhausted at this rate. Those pesky beasts!
Step aside.
Youngsters these days. Shouldn't you at least say thank you, young man? Best you stay put for now. Get your people to bring a stretcher and carry you inside. You should avoid moving for 3 days.
Who are you exactly?
Me? Well, I've been pondering how to introduce myself to the descendants of the Tianli clan. Unfortunately, I haven't found the right words. You can think of me as an old friend. A very, very old friend of your clan.
Thank you for your help. We Tianli people will surely repay your kindness.
No need for repayment. However, if you remain here, your safety will be in question. You're the Patriarch, right? Lead your people out of the city.
But I can't. We have an ancestral decree. We Tianli people must not leave this city unless absolutely necessary.
Your stubbornness is just like that of your ancestor. Well, it is absolutely necessary now. Your ancestor wouldn't fault you. Listen up. Time is running out. The trouble here is far from over. Seize this chance and evacuate your people from the mountain. Be quick. Will you adhere to tradition when your clan faces an unprecedented crisis? It's unwise to be rigid.
understand.
Great. Oh, by the way, your skills are commendable. Your ancestor would be so proud of you. An old friend's help can only go so far. Stay safe, Michu.
How did he know my name? Have I ever met him before? No, wait. Why did he come out of our ancestral mansion?
It's time to compose a new piece.
We've retrieved the airdrop supplies, Master Yuan Chuan. Here's the list, and everything seems fine. The shell is a bit loose, but it won't be an issue. The sarcophagus parts for the dragon pillar are intact. Delphic Oracle's technology is truly reliable. And it's all thanks to the head librarian in Zero.
Thank you, head librarian. We'll be sealing off the beacon soon. You had a question for me earlier, head librarian, before the earthquake interrupted us. About the crane on Mount Tianxue you were curious about. Yes, there is a crane that fits your description perfectly. It goes by the name Bifeng. Indeed. Its a name steeped in ancient history, though largely forgotten now. Adza might have spoken of a crane that landed on Mount Tianxue when Jixia founded our nation thousands of years ago. That crane was Bifeng. Historical records show that Jixia cherished this crane, allowing it to freely roam the palace grounds. In his leisure moments, he would often visit Tianxu Lake to admire it. With time, the crane became synonymous with Jixia, reflected in all the bronze crane statues scattered across Qingyu City. And so, a nursery rhyme emerged. The mountain stands tall, the river shines bright. Bifeng the bird brings peace in sight. Naturally, the mountain refers to Mount Tianxue, and the river to the Grandeur River. As long as Bifeng remains, peace will reign in the land. Yet should the crane vanish, Seer's fortunes would soon decline. In the realm of Hanzi dwells a bird much like a crane, with one leg, green plumes, and a white beak, known as Bifeng. This unique bird seems to have been following you ever since you arrived in the city. After years untold. The city stands, timeless and bold, but its people a different mold. Looks like the guardian of the city isn't too keen on letting us seal off the dragon pillar. Its chirps seem to be an invitation. Perhaps it's asking someone to join in its dance. Bifeng's songs and dances were a highlight during the Xia festivals in Jixia's time. As for whom it's inviting,
What's that crane up to? Is it asking for food?
Or maybe it's trying to intimidate us? Our owls puff up their feathers like that when they want to scare off enemies.
I think it wants to play with us.
No room for error.